Will be.
Um, okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of training now, guys. So myself and Val are just going to tell our stories, how we got here, and we're going to be sharing some of our top tips as well. So would you like to go ahead, Val?
By all means, by all means. Many of you do know my story, but I'll be pretty quick. Massive hip problems for over 2.5 years. Dog walker, not great when you can't walk, and was living on painkillers, steroid injections every 6 months. Consultant telling me it wasn't going to get better, it's degenerative. Get over myself, but couldn't actually complete my day's work. So was considering a career change and leaving my dog boarding business, which I just spent a lot of money getting going. And then happened to see Inez posting on Facebook about these little patches, and so got involved, threw my hat into the ring. Because I'm an idiot, I decided I'll jump in with both feet and then find out what is going on afterwards, because there was a 30-day money back guarantee. So if it was all rubbish, I would have my money back. Spoke to my mother and said, look, I'm going to try this thing. She said, well, oh, I'd like some of that, dear. And a couple of other people said the same thing, because they said, look, at the end of the day, it's rubbish. We'll get our money back. But I think this is interesting. So a couple of people committed with me. And so I joined up. I couldn't wait to get the patches. It took about nearly a week for the first lot to arrive, because I did it slow-mo. And by the time the patches arrived, I was very excited. I'd already been on 2 or 3 Zoom calls and without the patches, and was very, very excited to put them on, expecting to be a one patch one. That didn't happen, but I had to wait a couple of weeks, and suddenly, noticed that my pain levels were going down. I immediately had stopped taking my painkillers, which were making me really ill anyway. So 2 months in, my pain had gone from a 7 or 8 with the occasional 9 down to 5 to 6. Every 2 weeks my pain was going down. By 2 months, no pain. Doing full squats in front of everyone just to annoy them, able to do a full day's work, step count 15, 16,000 a day quite easily, and still able to sleep without painkillers. Absolutely fantastic. The hair is going mad now, because I've been taking the patch. We're using the patches for over 5 months. So, the collagen has really kicked in. The skin's not doing too badly. I'm 60 years old. People are starting to look at me and going, what are you doing? And that's quite nice, because I'm a little bit like someone else in our business. My makeup regime is toothbrush, hairbrush, job done. So I'm out in the air all the time, covered in mud usually, and dog hairs, and so I'm not someone that's going to go around going, oh, isn't my skin fantastic? Nonetheless, people do look at me and go, oh, you look really well. You seem to be getting younger. These patches do something. My mother, 83 years old, she's having fantastic results, even got her hearing back, which we weren't expecting. Her skin's looking good. Her step count has doubled. She still works 1 day a week. And she's actually out there promoting for me, which is fantastic. As a business, it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've been in another network marketing business for many, many years, worked it like crazy for the first 7 years, as a single parent, and didn't really get very far, I'll be honest. I did okay, managed to pay for my products, but didn't make a living at it. When I got involved in this business, within the first 3 months, I got all my money back and was in profit. By 5 months, where I'm at now, I'm much further forward than I ever was in my other business after 7 years of hard toil. Now, I appreciate that with an MLM business, there is residual income. So I'm still very grateful for the fact that I still get a residual income from this other business, even 6 years of not doing any work. I still see a little check in my account every single month. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with LifeWave, because my business after 5.5 months is already so much further forward than after 7 years of hard slog. And I haven't even been doing it full time. I'm a dog. I homeboard dogs. So all over the summer, holidays, the school holidays, I was rammed with dogs. I only do this little bit of LifeWave stuff part time, and yet it's taken on a life of its own. It's absolutely crazy. So that's me. Excitable. I tend to ramble on, so I'll shut up for a couple of minutes, let Jules do her bit, and then we'll trade top tips. How's that, Jules?
Yeah, sounds great. Hi, everybody. For those that don't know me, my name's Jules. I've been with Lifewave for just over a year now. My sponsor, Warren, who's on the call, actually phoned me while I was in Mallorca on holiday the one day. He knew I was into my health and fitness and wellness. And he said, I've got something that you might be interested in. So I was all ears. I knew that he would have done his research on this because he's all about being organic and natural. So I listened, and what he had to tell me was just mind blowing. I couldn't believe that one simple little patch could actually regenerate your stem cells and reactivate them. So I just got more and more interested. I remember actually, he sent me some testimonials while I was still on holiday. I was watching those. I even went on a Zoom call because I was just, oh wow, this sounds amazing. And I just thought, you know what? This sounds revolutionary, unique. It was just what I was looking for. And I just jumped in with both feet and got involved on the biggest package I could. I hadn't even tried a patch, but I just knew there was so much potential with this business. So I just got stuck in. And, it's the best decision I ever made. It's been an amazing journey. I've had a lot of ups and downs with my life in general over the last year, but LifeWave has always been there, consistently paying me. And, the great thing about it is that life does happen and you can just fit LifeWave into your life where you can. And, I'm really grateful for that. But onwards and upwards, so I've just reached director level, which I'm really proud of. And, I'm looking forward to reaching the next level of senior director. But as I say, the journey has been incredible. For me personally, testimonial wise, I was really kind of healthy anyway, or I like to think I was healthy. I was always careful about what I put in my body. So I wanted to see what the patches would do for me. What they did do is that they really gave me mental clarity, because I've suffered with brain fog for quite a while because of the perimenopause. And within about 2.5 weeks, it was like a light bulb moment. Honestly, I was just like, wow, this is incredible. And it's just got better and better, really. Energy levels are always up now. My sleep, I never had a problem with sleep, but my quality of sleep is so much better. It's like really deep, to be honest. And I wake up feeling refreshed. So that's amazing. And just lots of little things like my skin is feeling fantastic. Even things like my toenail. This is one of my new testimonials. So it's been detached from my nail bed for about 6 years, because I decided at the age of 40 odd that I was going to take up ballet again. and it didn't do my toes any good. So my toenail has been detached for 6 years. And I started patching. I started taking my patch off my neck and putting it on my foot for about the last 3 hours of the day. And it's growing back completely attached again, which it hasn't done for 6 years. So I love that. Just these little things like that, just, they're life-changing for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really pleased. But, yeah, it's just amazing what this can do. But people have such life-changing testimonials. They're just my little bits that have helped me. So thank you for listening. And I'm going to pass back to Val for her top tips.
Brilliant. So I get to do the first 5, because then if I've nicked any of Jules's, she's got to find something else. So...
Can I just butt in? Are you recording this?
Yes.
Great.
Fantastic. Well done, Jules. She's on the ball. She knows how to do these Zooms. It's quite good, isn't it? I'm learning, 60 years old, and I'm learning every single day. So, thanks all. And it's nice to be in such a friendly bunch of people, because, this is such an amazing company, and everyone is the right people. At the heart of this company is absolutely amazing. A few of us have been in other companies, a similar company, and the heart there was not the same as this. So, that's my first thing, is you're coming here to make friends. So my number one top tip is be authentic and be genuine. So these people that you're going to be talking to about patches, they're going to be probably with you for the rest of their lives. They're going to get excited about these patches because they're going to get amazing results, but they're not all going to be one patch wonders. So it's really important just to under promise and over deliver. Make sure they're set up not to expect to be one patch wonders. Make sure they know that there's a good chance they're going to be patching for 1 month for every decade they've been on the planet. But also, when you're talking to people, we have a thing that I used to be told back in a sales job many, many years ago, and it's called find the shrine. So when you're talking to people, ask them questions, find out what it is that matters to them. What is their shrine? So have they got arthritis? Have they got eye problems? Have they, have they got a skin condition? Are they looking to help with a parent who's elderly and maybe having some dementia issues? What is it that they're actually looking to get out of these patches? Or are they looking to get an income? So find the shrine, talk to people, be genuine, because they're going to be, you're not in and out of there. This is going to be a relationship. It's going to be a long-term relationship. And you're genuinely going to get excited when they start to get the results that we all get. It's going to be emotional, babes. It is, it does get emotional. I get very excited when people message me with what is going on, and I do get really, oh, I'm filling up now, but no. So be genuine with people and they will understand that you're genuine. You're looking them in the eye and you're telling them the truth. If you don't have your testimonial yet, tell them that. I know when Warren joined up, he didn't actually start using the patches. He had to go around telling people, all about other people's testimonials to get his business started. Now, that's a fantastic way to get going for some people just don't have the money to get started and dive straight in like an idiot like me. So they might have to start small, but, it can be done. Where there's a will, there's a way. So my number two top tip is don't be a scientist. Now, I'm as guilty of this one as anybody else. Whilst I was waiting for my patches to arrive, I watched every video, I read everything I could, I pestered everyone on webinars. I wanted to learn. I was a sponge. I was absorbing it all. And all I wanted to do was what Harvey Solis was called was vomit on people, all this science stuff, all right? They don't want to know. They don't want to know what it does. They want to know what it does, but they don't know what, want to know why. They don't want to know the science. Most people don't. They just want to know, does it work? I put this thing on me, does it work? I was trying to speak to my mother and get her to watch a webinar, a really short one. She went, oh, that went on forever. Right. Most people, yeah, thanks, Mum. I was just asking how I did. But most people just want to know what they do. They put the patch on, it helps. Okay. So if you're trying to tell people all the science stuff, they're going to look at you and go, I can't do that. I can't tell people what you've just told me. That's too difficult. I couldn't do this as a job. So when people are talking to you about the patches, what to do, the best thing is just say to them, watch this webinar with me. Let's do this. I'm not a scientist, but I know a few people who are. Let's watch this together. And then they realize that actually they could do that because you look like a complete idiot, but this stuff still works and they can do what a complete idiot does and you're duplicatable. Okay, so let's have a lot of successful idiots out there using webinars. So make sure that you're not a scientist, you're not spouting science, that you're approachable, you're on their level, and that they can duplicate whatever it is you do. If you sound like you've got a PhD in light therapy, it's going to frighten the heck out of them, and they're not going to want to get involved in the business because it looks too complicated. Okay. Number 3, get your story straight. Now, I do a very short version of my story, and I do frequently a very long version. Trying to get the middle ground is quite difficult, but it is really important to get your story straight so you can actually tell anyone your story in, if you were in a lift, the old lift speech, if you like, lift pitch, or you can do a longer one. But it is important to test your story out on other people. So facts tell, stories sell. The facts are great. People will want to know the facts, but that is not what's going to sell them the patches. They are going to want to look in your eyes and see what it's done for you or what it's done for your family, your friends, your relatives. So it's really important that you know your story, but don't bore them. Okay, that is so important that if you're going on 10 minutes later, they're looking at the ceiling or looking at their watch or saying, oh, do you know, EastEnders is on now. You might have overcooked it. Okay, so make sure you know your story, write it down, test it out on your family. If you're having trouble speaking to your family about your business or your friends, say, do you know what, I'm trying to get my testimonial down straight. Can you listen to me for 10 minutes and see if it sounds boring, or, should I shorten it? Should I do the test it out on your mates? All right, especially if they're a little bit negative about your business, just say, look, can you help me? I'm trying to get my story practiced so I get it right. Can you help me out with this? And then, like it or not, they're going to listen to your story and they're going to start to think about the patches themselves, especially if you ask them to help you. Now, the other thing with that is if you come on these webinars, and Mark did it a little while ago. Well done, Mark. He gave his testimonial while he was driving around in his taxi. All right. Mark's been practicing it quite a lot. It's fantastic. You can do that when you're driving a taxi. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay. But people say to me, oh, I've seen the webinars. I don't need to see another one. No, you do. Not only do you need to see every single webinar you possibly can, because whilst it is often the same slides, there's going to be different people, different testimonials, but also time to get up and say, can I give my testimonial on this webinar? And then when you do that and you get it good, guess what? When the recording comes up, you can send it out to all your prospects. Here's a great little recording of a webinar. Oh, and by the way, I'm on that. Can you let me know how I did? So if you're not sure about how to approach people that you know, you can say to them, look, I did a little section on this recorded webinar. Could you have a look and tell me if I was rubbish or not? So you can kind of third person it and just get them to help you out. All right. It's a really good inroad for some people who are a bit nervous about how to approach people, how to get them to watch the information. So you can always just say, look, I'm learning, I'm doing this new thing. Could you have a look for me and tell me how I did? Yeah. So, that's a really nice way in if you're a little bit anxious about how to get people onto a webinar. But use the webinars. They're absolutely brilliant. And they will do the business for you. Okay. Because remember, you're an idiot like me. Number 4. I'm blonde. I'm going to pull the blonde card. Number 4. All right. Val's top tip number 4, treat it like a business. Okay. If you were your boss, would you be happy with the amount of time you're pulling in the office? Would you pay yourself? Okay. What is it you're looking to get out of this? Are you looking to get a big income? Are you looking to get a life-changing income? Are you just looking to get your patches a little bit cheap or for free? Are you looking to help someone? What is it you're doing? And then you've got to think about what is it you're doing for your business? Are you treating it like a business? Because you go to work. Okay, a lot of us go to work. I work for myself because I'm probably unemployable, but I have to turn up. I have to walk dogs. I have, customers turn up with their dogs. I have to look after them, send them pictures, do all the things I do. That's a business. Okay, do I do the same in my lifewave business? Do I put as much effort into my lifewave business? Do I go and get business cards printed? Do I get flyers printed? Are there times that I'm going to be out in public promoting my business? Okay. And these are things you've got to consider. So your business, it's a network marketing business. It's not a net holidaying business. You have to actually talk to people. You have to actually work the business. And if you do that, it'll pay you much, much, much more than any other business you've ever been in with such a low risk. Trust me, I've had other businesses, hairdressing salons, pub and restaurants. Don't even get me started on that. Like Jules, I've had some interesting times. The last 30 years, I've been in a few businesses, found a lot of ways not to be in business. Network marketing is just the best thing with a very, very high ceiling. There's no ceiling on how much you can earn, but you haven't got all the risk you would have in a standard business. You haven't got to rent premises, leaseholds. You haven't got to employ people. You haven't got to buy all your stock. Okay. All you've got to do is put in a little order every month just to keep yourself active and keep your points. Trust me, if you had a pub, it costs thousands of pounds a month to even run before you can even start to get some money back in to pay for all your products or your alcohol, let alone your staff, your wages, all those things. This is the sweetest business, the lowest risk business out there. So treat it like a business and it will pay you back so much better than any other business. And then we come on to Val's tip number 5. What are your goals? So we've already covered some of that. And really, this should be the first one. What are your goals? What is it you want out of this business? Okay. Do you want to have just some free patches? Do you want to have a little bit of money off your patches? Do you want to have £100 or £200 a week? Or do you want something more? So work out what it is you want. Have you got a dream board? Okay. So what are your goals in this business? And if you're not sure, talk to your sponsor. Or if you are sure, talk to your sponsor. Say, how do I do this? How am I going to improve my business? I want to have this. How am I going to achieve it? Okay. And if you don't speak to your sponsor very much, for any reason, if they're very busy doing other things, go up to their sponsor, the next line up. We're all here to help you, and we will help you. Pester us. Jules said she pestered Sue earlier, to help her get going. And I've had chats with Sue as well. We all help each other. We're here to help people that want to work, people that want to earn. We're a family. We do it. We get together, and we're all rowing in this big boat, and we're all going forward. And as they say, a rising tide raises all ships. So, if we're all positive, we're all working, we're all running these amazing meetings. Everyone here is running, meetings. Jules, Inez, Pat, Warren, Justine, Phil, they run the most amazing meetings. Get on them, use them, and make that business the business you want, because you can retire, you can work all the way around the world, can't you, Warren? From anywhere you like. When you get to a certain level, you can holiday all the time and just work while you're on holiday. And, that's where I'm planning to be doing it. I'm going to be on holiday and I'm going to be working. And right now, I'm going to shut up and let Jules have a go. All right. But that's my top tips. Thank you.
Brilliant. Woo! That was amazing. And I'm going to be on that holiday with you.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Beach bosses.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. That was brilliant. I made loads of notes then. Okay, so I'm going to try not to overlap with my top tips for today. So first of all, number one, keep it simple. You've got to stick to the basics. This is what Harvey, our upline, always teaches us. Stick to the basics, Don't overcomplicate things. The simple facts are you just have to wear the patch, get your result, and tell everyone about it. And it's really important to keep things basic, because you've got to duplicate this. You've got to make it seem as simple as possible that anyone can do this. And duplication is key at the end of the day. So just stick to the basics, guys. Number two, talk to everybody. So don't overthink it. I've been guilty of this before. Don't overthink it. Don't prejudge people, because you just don't know when you're going to find that next gem for your business and for your team. I've been guilty of just sitting there talking to someone and thinking, oh my God, am I going to say it? Am I going to say it? Oh God, I feel a bit nervous about it. So now all I do is just go for it. I have those letters in the back of my mind, JFDI, just effing do it. And basically just get it out there, tell them about it. What's the worst that can happen at the end of the day? You've got to tell everybody about this, guys, because as I say, you've got to find that little gem for you. And the people that you think are not going to do well with this business, 9 times out of 10 really do surprise you. And on the same in the same way, if you're looking at people that you think are going to do really well, they might not, so talk to everyone. Number 3, follow up. So just remember to follow up. As we always say, the fortune is in the follow up. It's okay kind of telling someone about LifeWave and how great it is and sending them a video and think you've really achieved something. But if you're not following up, then you've just totally lost that person anyway. So follow up, invite them to things. And when you are following up, use voice notes or make a call, guys. Don't text it. People need to hear the passion in your voice at the end of the day. And the best way of doing this is through your voice, or obviously face to face. But invite people to things when you're following up. Invite them to either the Zoom calls, or if you're doing face to face meetings. And just don't forget, don't leave them hanging, basically. Number 4, this is a biggie for me. Don't compare yourself to other people. This is your journey. You do it in your way, it's your business. So it's not a race, it's a marathon. You might have loads of different things going on in your life that maybe someone else hasn't. Everyone's going to move at different paces, but this is all about you. It's your journey. So don't get disheartened by someone else's success when you might feel as though you're not doing as well, because, it's all about you at the end of the day. You run your own business and you run your own journey as well. And then number 5 is another biggie for me. Always have a really positive mindset. Start your day with affirmations, self-love, meditation. I absolutely love meditation. But always turn every negative into a positive. Always end your day on a positive as well. And most importantly, just keep smiling, because obviously your passion and enthusiasm really shines through to other people. So positive all the way, no negativity. And that's my top tips. Thank you guys for listening.
No problem. It was enjoyable.
Has anyone got anything else they'd like to share? Or maybe you might have some top tips yourself.
No.
No.
No. No, not yet.
They were
I
really
think,
good. But can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I was doing it on my phone and it went flat. Val, I missed your number 5 top tip. What was your fifth?
Right, okay. My number 5 top. Sorry, I was busy taking notes on Jules there.
Yeah.
So what are
You're
your
really
goals?
good, actually.
Thank you. What are your goals? So work out where you want to be in the business, what it is you want out of the business, whether you want just a little bit of part-time income, whether you want just some free patches, or whether you want to go for
Very
something a bit
valid.
bigger.
Set your intention as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Nag your upline, nag your upline's upline. I was very, very lucky very early on while I was still waiting for my patches. I came on to a Zoom call and I had Jules and Warren to myself.
I remember.
Yeah. And I hadn't got my patches yet at that point, right? But did that shut me up? No.
No. Yeah, perfect.
Brilliant.
I think
I was shouting
really
from the treetops before I ever wore my first patch, because I saw what it was doing for everyone else. So you don't have to wait for your own story. For some people, it can take a really long time.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Just what is it you said? JFDI, Jules.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I wrote that down.
Just effing do it. I won't say the word.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think goals are really important. That's something that's going to drive you every day. And I think that's why, when Val mentioned, have you got a dream board? And they don't have to be massive goals. They don't have to be, I want a 6-bedroom house. It can be just smaller goals, just things that you want to achieve that at the moment you can't achieve. In your current circumstances, where do you want to be this time next year? Do you want to be in a better position for Christmas, or you can invite more people around and you can spoil more people? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, but you have to get that in front of you somewhere that you can see every day, because that's going to motivate you to get off your arse really and start working. And that's what we did when we saw the Marrakesh incentive. There was only 2.5 weeks left of the incentive. And was like, no, there's no way we're going to do that. And Phil was like, we don't have that attitude in this house. Let's print it off. Let's put it on the dream board in the kitchen. And we went for it and we did it. And if we hadn't have seen that in front of us and we hadn't have had something to work towards, then we wouldn't be in the position that we're in now with 70 first lines,
Wow.
We did that because we had something to aim towards. So we've all got something to aim towards now, which is Croatia, So print it off, get it on your dream board. If you've not got a dream board, just print it off and stick it somewhere. You're going to see it every day. We've also created a tracker so that every time you recruit someone who maybe joins at COA, you're going to get 2 points. So you can mark that off. So I can share that file in Team Momentum, actually. It's an Excel spreadsheet. You can print that off and you can start tracking, because I know there's no tracker currently on the back office. So you can start tracking your points. And remember, for every week that you are at manager, you're going to get 1 point. There's 13.5 weeks left of this.
Yeah.
So that's 13 points you're going to get just for staying at manager. If you hit director, again, you're going to get more points. 5 points for hitting manager, guys. 10 points for hitting director. So work with the people underneath you and get them hitting those levels, because you're going to get the points. So if you help people, they will help you to qualify.
Yeah.
Just naturally.
So, Justine, can I ask, do you go to all of your frontline, all your personally introduced people, and say, what is it you want to achieve put down your goals. Is
Yeah,
that one of the early conversations you have?
Yeah, we've done that in trainings. But then what we'll find is that some people are quite happy just using the patches, even though they've joined the business. They might advertise, but sometimes you can see the people who want it, and they will come to you, and me and Phil have always got open arms, and everybody in our team knows that. And we're very big on saying to people, look, if you need help, you need to come to us. We'll work with everybody who wants it, but you need to come to us, and we've got a couple of people on the call now, and I know we will have watching the recording. Ask for help. It's really important to ask for help. Some people struggle with goals, and we've done a training on goal setting. Jamie did a great training on goal setting. And there's lots of trainings out there as well. Just type in Google, can you help me set some goals for next year? Ask ChatGPT. If anybody doesn't use ChatGPT, I would absolutely recommend you use it, because that is an AI app, and you can practically ask him or her or it, or whatever it is. You can ask him anything, and he will help you. So just,
can you say that again, Justine?
Yeah, it's chat.
CHAT.
Yeah, and then it's a space, and then it's GPT.
Right, GPT. I knew I'd missed something.
I recommend everybody using that. And if you're struggling for posting on Facebook and you don't know what to post, you can give him some information and just say, look, can you help me? I want to write a post. It's about my new holistic business, and I want to get more people interested. Can you help me? And I want to include this, this, and this in the post. And he'll write you a post. And if you don't like it, you can say, can you reword it, or can you make it funny, or whatever? So we've got so much information.
Justine, I'm deeply shocked. I thought you did all those posts totally on your own.
I do most of them, but sometimes I need help from Mr. ChatGPT.
Your cover is blown.
Brilliant.
It's really handy. Things like people say, oh, should I set up a Facebook group or a Facebook page, and how do I come up with a name? Just put some words in that, and just say, look, I'm trying to come up with a catchy name for my new business. Can you help me? This is the business I do, and I want it to include the word whatever. They'll give you 10 ideas. Use these tools because they're free. They don't cost anything. So when you're struggling, just use them. There's some great ideas. There really is. And of course, now Google does the same. So if you search anything on Google now, the first thing that comes up is AI answers at the top. Those are the first things that come up. Use them. It's getting it from somewhere.
Yeah.
They're really powerful tools that we can, that can really help us, when we're struggling for, maybe you want to send a message to a team member, and you're not quite sure how to word it, and you want to inspire them, or, you can use that for that as well.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. It's
not that I need to do that, obviously.
No, of course not. Just for a little bit of help here or there.
Yeah, it's really handy.
It's a really good tip, Justine. Really, really good. Love that one.
Yeah.
Superb. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Welcome.
We've got about 1 minute left of this call. Does anyone want to add anything?
No. Sorry.
Okay, no, great. That's great. Well, thanks for joining us. We got here in the end.
We did. Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jules, for babysitting me again.
Thanks for sharing, everybody.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
I have a tip.
Yeah.
For those of you in the UK,
don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow.
I knew it.
Knew it was coming.
Thank you. Thanks,
Are you going to put the recording on Team Momentum, Jules?
Yeah, I've got to shoot off to work now, so it might be a bit later if that's okay, guys.
Yeah, awesome. The recording will be very useful.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.